Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to make a reconstruction on my new website, clockdb.net. So you start at this page, and as it says, you enter a YouTube link. You can't do u2.be links or shortened links, they have to be the full URL. So it has to have this part right here. Hit enter, and it'll bring you here. And just so you know, I won't actually be reconstructing any solves in this video, I'm just going to be showing you how everything works. So right here you have 4 buttons to move around in the video by frame. So this moves 1 frame forward, this moves 5 frames forward, and right here it will show the timestamp of where you are in the video. To start with the reconstruction, you have to enter in the starting orientation along with the positions of all the dials. So let's just say that 12 is facing down and the black side is facing forwards. You'll hit enter. And then it will highlight a clock in green. Just type in the position of the dial. So I'm just going to enter in a bunch of random numbers. And they have to be from 1 to 12. So no doing 0, you have to do 12 for that. And you may notice this text right here. I'll get to that later. So now that you've entered everything in, there's a table right here that you can enter in the times of every event. So since we want it to be scrambled at the start of the solve, we can just say 0.01 for this. And there we go. What we just did there was the set action. So there are 4 actions you can do: setting the state, adding a turn, adding a flip, and deleting the last move. So if we click the set state button, the same thing will come up. And this is just for setting everything on the clock to a certain state at a certain time. Except we don't actually want this here because we just did it right here, so we will delete the last move. What we want to do is add a turn. So click this button. Say we did DL3+, we'll select these 4 dials, and then enter in a 3 right here. Enter. Now, again, we enter in the start and end times of the moves. By the way, the set action doesn't have an end time because you set the position of the clock instantly. So let's just say this move takes place from 1.5 seconds to 2 seconds in the solve. You can find the exact times by navigating through the video with these buttons. But now, if we go around here, you'll see during those timestamps, the move was performed. You just have to do that for every move on the first face, and then you'll add a flip. So when you hit the add flip button, you'll arrive at this screen. So what you'll want to do, let's just say this was an x2, we'll enter an x2 here. And then since we're currently on the black side, after the flip, we'll be on the white side, which is 0, so we'll enter in a 0 right here. Hit enter. So now we have to enter in the positions of all the dials on the back side. Except this is really important. Since this is after the flip, everything has to be negative. And this applies to the turns as well, but I'll get there. So let's just say for this first dial, it's pointing in this direction over here. Instead of being a 9 like usual, we're going the opposite direction. So this will be a 3. And for another example, if this is usually a 5 right here, on this, since it's after the flip, we'll need to enter in a 7. So now I'm just going to quickly enter in all the rest of the moves. And then once again, we'll have to add in a starting and ending time. So let's just enter in 2 and 2.5. So now if we restart the video, you can see it will make the move and then do the flip. So now I'm going to add another turn, but it will be a little bit different this time because this is after the flip. So now let's say on the side we do a dr1-, except since this is after the flip, every move after the flip you have to reverse the direction again. So since this would normally be a -1, we're going this direction now, so this is actually a +1. So if we enter in here, we can just add the timestamps again. And if you have any questions about this, I'd be happy to help. And if we replay the video one more time, you can see on the back, the move will be performed between 2.5 and 3. So now let's look at this bottom part. Once you're done making the reconstruction, what you have to do is copy this and then send it to me. Before you send this to me, whatever you do, do not refresh the page. If you refresh the page, all your progress will be lost. Just to be safe, I recommend, if you're taking a break, just copy this and save it somewhere safe so you won't lose it. If the tab accidentally gets closed and you lose all your progress, just make a new reconstruction starting off where you left, and then send me both the saved version of this and the new one. And when I add it to the site, I'll combine them into one reconstruction. So yeah, that's all there is to it. This isn't easy and it takes a lot of time, but if you have any questions, I'm happy to help.